Okay. James, how have you been?
Wait, no, hold on. Pitu, 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 pitu.
If you send me that, I could do the intro. Like
Hollywood Squares, bottom, Hollywood Squares. Hey guys, my name's James.
And I'm Corwin.
And welcome to This Movie's Gay. There's a delay, guys. There's nothing we can do about it.
I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, and in the edit, it'll be even better because I'll move it around.
James is ripping the audio from this and throwing it on to Spotify so that we can continue providing all the Spotify listeners our podcast.
Also, I just realized, so since you can't send your webcam, your webcam, or maybe you could screen share and then I could see your OBS and then I would be able to see you at all, because I can't see you at all. I'm just looking at Adobe Audition's waveform saying these are moving.
These are moving. I know. I can see you. You're half in the screen.
Wait. Yeah.
Why don't you just open Twitch on your iPod?
There's a 7-second delay, so I'd see you in the past.
That's okay.
But at the same time, it's the present.
I know. I am trying to allow. Oh, did that work? No. My camera does not want to do that. Hit People Guys said, "Look at these handsome men." Steve F., you're incredible.
What's up? Hey, Steve F. loved you on Ranger Command today. Or not today. You know what I mean, this week.
He finally just did stuff today. Did we do the whole intro? Did we finish that? Are we
done? We said, welcome to This Movie's Gay.
Welcome to This Movie's Gay. For those of you who have been here before, you sort of know how this goes, except you don't have any editing right now, so it's mostly me rambling and James making weird faces.
It's fine. They can finally see this. One quick thing, I totes forgot my notes in the other room.
You need to go get your notes.
Yeah, well, it's, the beginning, it's usually me saying something weird or something about my week. And so I won't exhaust anyone. I tried doing the One Punch Man exercise. I find out about it on Mostly Speaking Sentai this week on how that went. It didn't, I was able to do it, except I got very injured, but not because I was doing that. It was we figure it out.
Jeez.
But I got scabbed up. But now it's a thing now that one of those instances where you're like, wow, I'm an adult now. And that is, I don't want to pick off the scabs, because normally I'm like, get these shits out of here. Get them out. But no, I'm not picking these off. I'm scared to, actually, now. Terrified.
I'm so confused. Why aren't you getting your notes, James?
Oh, because I knew that was my number one note. I didn't need that. And Corwin, how have you been? But
I've been good. My power went out yesterday during that storm that we had, and it was out for 5 or 6 hours.
Ooh, baby.
And then I was like, okay, it's good. So we can still do the podcast today.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what time it was, but I texted you right after. My power went out again. See, thank you for subscribing. You're amazing.
Did you tweet out that we're live now?
I did not.
Uh-oh. I
should probably do that.
My desktop is I'd have to reach over. It's I don't know. I have a tape measure over. Hold on. Guys, let's see how because I've been working
James
out.
Does that and it makes no sense.
I've been working
James,
out.
Do you have your notes? Do you just have one note?
No, it's hold on. I'll get my foot to go over there. My desktop is 31 inches away from me.
James.
Yes, I will be right back. But before I get those notes, dude, I need to show this and the viewers, the listeners. Nicole went to Bonus Round Cafe here in Chicagoland, USA, and they're a board game cafe, and she lasered in on it, and she was like, I can't believe James doesn't already own this. Am I looking at the camera? I'm looking over there, but should I be looking at the camera? I don't know.
I'm texting.
Okay. Listeners and viewers, Nicole bought me Is this flipped rotation? Uh-oh.
No, it says figure it out. You
okay.
Can read it.
It's the Figure It Out board game, and holy crap, it's got a Billy the Answer Head pre-made up stuff to guess. And I was like, Nicole wanted to play it just 2-player, and I was like, well, one person on the panel? That's not going to be good. But no, it ended up like we looked at the clock and was like, holy shit, we've been playing this for like 2 hours. It's great. And I will be doing this on the I want to do it as Twitch, like get friends together who have like a quirky thing from their past, and then other panelists will try and guess what they figure it out.
Amazing. James.
What's up?
Do you have your notes?
Yeah, I'll go grab them. I need to skirt away. I'm not wearing pants right now because it's hot, so I need to like wiggle away like this.
So you got a notification from Twitch saying we were online. I'm glad that you did get that notification. See, for some reason, my subscriber's not showing up here. That's okay. That happens. See, I apologize. I could probably fix it.
We don't need to apologize to anyone unless it's C you're talking about, then absolutely.
It's C.
Okay.
C, I apologize that your name is not up there at the bottom. And then there's a Donner Party board game. I don't want to play that. Actually, while the power was out, the thing that I did was play one board game with my roommate. And after that, I was like,
oh, no.
All right, I'm tired and I want to take a nap. Because there was just no power and it was boring and everything was boring. And we had candles. Mafia. There's a game I've been watching people play called Deceit that's like Mafia 2. I keep looking over there because James's main face is over there. But right now it's covered with a chat thing, so he can't see anything. James, you've got your notes.
What's up? Yes.
Can you say what we watched this week?
Can I make a quick aside?
What's your quick aside?
My eyes hurt all the time while looking at a computer screen, and I found out about the nighttime setting where it warms it up. I had that warm thing on, and I was like, oh, I want to see like an accurate representation of what I look like right now. And while I was choosing my background that you guys see here, it's a felt sheet. I was like, wow, people are going to think that I have a flesh sheet, that this is made out of skin.
You've got human skin behind you.
Like, look, that is my color. That's bad. Oh, wait.
His not made face is right in front of me. I can see both of us right in front of me with the little thing that I made this morning.
Yeah. But Corwin...
And Caleb said that I crashed on the couch and didn't respond for hours, which is true.
Uh-oh. Are the listeners fine? Like, no, I need to quit thinking about my face. This is a audio podcast.
You are fine,
I don't
James.
care about the viewers. I only care about the listeners.
Oh, my God. Well, I care about both. We can care about many things at once. Speaking of caring, I don't think they cared much in Sordid Lives, which is the movie that we watched this week.
From the year 2000, it had mixed reviews, but became an instant cult classic amongst the LGBTQ community, mainly in the South. I read up on this movie a little.
Yes, it became a cult classic. It's from 2000s. I did have info open, but, that's cheating. Actually, I would do that when we were actually doing the podcast as well, because James could never stop me. He was too far away, and he's still too far away to stop me. I can do whatever I want.
Before I could get the tape measure out again, more than I'll tell you guys.
Why do you have a tape measure out?
Since I'm working out, I measure my waistline.
You're working out?
Yeah. I don't go based off from weight because I can't see weight. I go based off from waistline. I dropped a quarter of an inch in a week. So that's good. Amazing.
Yeah. I'm very proud of you. Please be safe. Okay. So this Sordid Lives, yes, it's from the year 2000. And it is a cult classic. It started a TV show and has a sequel, and it was based on a play. So that's your main stuff to know.
Oh, I didn't know there was a sequel. I knew there was the series that came after.
There's a series that came after, and then there's actually a sequel, Sordid Lives, The Wedding or something.
Oh, who's getting married?
A very sordid wedding.
Okay.
Yes. So there's that. James making kissy faces. Thank you for following. So why don't you take us through the plot this time, James? I feel like
Oh
I
my.
did last time. I don't know if I did, but
No,
you can do it.
you
You can
weren't.
do it. You can do it.
I think no, Nicole made me do it last time for Debs.
Oh, well, I wasn't there for Debs.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if Debs has a cult following or anything, because that is our most listened to episode. It broke 200. I was going to say 2,000. Absolutely not. It broke 200 listens just a couple days ago. It's weird.
odd. Well, I guess I need to watch that movie because I have no idea what it is.
It's good. I enjoyed it. Nicole did not. But, oh my God. Today's
Sordid Lives.
Sordid Lies. It starts out with a jangly dang dang dang. That was a jam sung by her greasy royaltess herself, Olivia Newton-John. I think she was in Grease.
Yes, I was wondering if you knew it was Olivia Newton-John.
Okay, and then I was like, okay, Olivia Newton-John from Grease, she's probably going to be singing. Yes, there's a singer in this that has to be her. What am I trying to think? So it starts out with a jam. I'm going to do this very quickly because it boils down to the matriarch in a family dies, and it's following her sister, her children, her 2 daughters and 1 son, and a grandchild after her death, which involved her tripping over a man's prosthetic legs and then hitting a sink while she was committing an affair.
Yes.
And it's them reconciling and trying to figure out what they're going to do in a very comedic and kind of absurd, grounded in reality, but very cartoonish way throughout. I need to real quick turn off my Facebook stuff because that is being baked into my recordings. I'm getting a lot of messages. Corwin, what's your first note?
My first note was awe. I don't know why. Oh, I wrote awe because that is a very Southern thing of whenever she was getting the food from Noleta, and Noleta was Noleta, she was eating all the fried chicken and stuff and complaining about her life. And Sissy was just going, aw, aw. I'm like, that's a thing. That's a thing people do. So I wrote it down.
Before I knew that she was related to the deceased, I constantly kept thinking, why is there so much food out? Is she going to be? Is she cooking dinner? But no one's there.
No.
Yeah, it's just for people coming over to grieve, and there's stuff to eat.
Yeah. What other notes did you have, James? Let's just dig into your notes because I chose this movie because right before quarantine started, I remember you telling me that you wanted to watch a slice of life movie that was kind of absurd.
This is
I was like, this is this movie. This is what this is.
It is. Corwin, I wanted to start out by saying, have you ever had an affair with a man with missing limbs?
No, I have not.
I once knew someone with one larger testicle than a substantially larger testicle than the other. You
once knew someone?
I mean, I still know them, but I don't know if the situation is the same.
The situation might have changed.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't know. I know they went to doctors, and when they were a child, because this was a childhood person I knew, and they were like, is it bad? Is this cancer? What's wrong with our baby's testicle?
That's weird that someone told you that, but that's okay. You've got a lot of those stories.
It may or may not be a family member. That's why I know this stuff, and I was in the waiting room hearing this stuff.
Great.
And in this hospital, of course, I can hear in the waiting room because...
How did we get to this story from Sordid Lives?
Oh, because that's a quote from the amputee. I've never known anyone that I know of that is an amputee, so I just had to think of another...
testicles.
Yeah, a body anomaly that is related.
Wow. I can't even read my own notes. I also, because I'm in quarantine with Caleb, my roommate.
Shout
out. He's in the chat. He said, "OMG, that was her," because he didn't recognize Olivia Newton-John, and it's the funniest thing to me because his first note is "singer is rough." Song was very on the nose.
Oh, after the affair note, the first thing I wrote down was opening song is great. My expectations have now escalated.
Yes, I enjoyed it. I also knew it was Olivia Newton-John, and maybe that influenced me enjoying it. So I don't know. My roommate struggled with the movie, but he's from Maine, so it wasn't a cult classic for him.
No, that's
and I'm from Tennessee, so I have heard of this movie.
Cashville, Tennessee, baby.
Oh my God. You guys can physically see me saying "oh my God" to James while he is being James.
What up? Am I in frame? Like, how am I looking?
You're like a quarter of you is not in the frame.
Well, then what way do I need to move it? This way?
The way that I kept telling you to move it, yeah.
Okay, am I good now?
You might want to give yourself a little more room because you like to lean, but...
Oh, like this?
Yeah.
Well, no, I need to be this because I'm in front of the mic all the time. I'm a goddamn professional.
My mic is way the fuck over there. I don't have a pop filter on it yet. There's a lot of penis things written here. These are my roommate's notes that I made him take because I was like, I've seen this movie many times and I don't know what I would say for the first time watching it. The beginning, the singer was rough. I like that they didn't tell you like outright what the fuck was going on and that it was one of those things that you just paid attention to what people were saying and their character names and shit.
Yeah.
Like my roommate didn't realize that it was that GW was the guy for the longest time.
Same. The first maybe 15 minutes before everything started connecting to each other, I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, and I feel like that's a very theatrical sort of style. Like that's something that you're going to see when you're actually going and watching a show in a theater instead of like a movie. So it was not kind of movie trope there.
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad that I read up just minimal of this, knowing that it was a theater production. So I was like, okay, that's why it's a little longer and things are set up in these ways.
It's like 7 minutes after.
No, this is an hour 51, and then on Tubi you have the commercials added in. So it's probably 2 hours.
I could have sworn it was like an hour 37 minutes.
Oh no, it's an hour 51 plus commercial.
Ooh, well, why didn't you watch it on Hulu?
Wait, it didn't say it was on Hulu.
I thought it was on Hulu.
Oh no, I watched it on Tubi. That's the only free service that online said it was on.
Well, I thought it was on. Well,
where did you watch it?
I think I watched it on Hulu. I don't know. I made Caleb find it. So.
Did you watch commercials?
We did not watch commercials.
Okay. You're like, yeah, man, I watch a bunch of Huggies commercials. I'd be like, yeah, that's Tubi.
No, it was not Tubi. We weren't watching commercials. We had the good stuff. Yeah.
I mean, I have Hulu too. I just didn't know.
Oh my God, James. I asked you specifically if you had Hulu before I told you the movie, and you were like, yeah.
But then you set it up of like, oh, hey, let's do this then. Like, it felt like you were like, oh, screw the Hulu route. Let's just do this.
No, it was me asking specific questions.
Oh.
It's fine.
I supported it then. You know, it got that ad revenue.
Ad revenue. Yeah. We need that.
Yeah.
What else do you have from the movie, James?
Oh, I got so much.
There's so many different things. Like, I also want to talk about Brother Boy.
Absolutely.
A mental hospital.
Yeah, I got
for 20 plus years. What
23. I know.
That's 23 years. Jesus Christ, he was so good at performing, though.
Okay,
for them.
So I'll go down my notes in kind of succession, and we'll knock them all out. And then at the end, I want to do, since we're doing it live, we'll do something called, because I don't want to look at the chat, Corwin's. It'll be called Corwin's Question Collectibles, and then
Corwin's Question Collectibles.
Oh no, or
CQ.
Corwin's Question Collections. That's because it has a rhyme.
Okay,
but
Corwin's Question Collections. Great.
We're in a therapy session with a younger man, probably 25-ish, my junior then, and he's looking handsome. Maybe he's my age. I can't.
Why are you telling a story right now?
Oh, no, we're seeing him to set up this situation. And he's talking. He's like, yeah, I was husky back in the day. Kids would call me wobble ass. And, I just wish they could see me now because I've worked so hard on my ass. And I wanted to ask you, Corwin, is there anything about you that you wish, even though 10-year anniversary that happened, or were you 2011?
I was 2010.
Okay. So did your reunion actually happen like mine did?
No.
Oh, they pushed through. They were like, yeah, man, let's do it.
My reunion was talking about happening in like October or so. And I don't see any planning happening, so I don't think it's going to happen.
Ours was supposed to happen in June, and it happened in June. Originally they were going to do it in a park, which this was before COVID. And just because it would have been more cost effective. And then COVID hit and they were like, yeah, man, we'll still be good. Then they switched it to a bar with an outdoor area. And I'm like, come on, guys. I think only like 30 people showed up. But if you could go back and show something like, hey, I've worked so hard on this that you guys used to make fun of me for. Look at me now. It's so much better. What's your version? What's your wobbly ass?
Everything. I don't know. I was so shy and like I didn't talk much in high school, except to like a few specific friends. So now I'm a lot more confident and can talk in front of people and have been on stage with some great people. So yeah, those things, I guess.
Yeah, then all you have to do is say, hey, like you look at everyone's name tag and you say, hey, Bill Weston, how you doing? I'm Corwin. Remember how I didn't talk? Well, guess what, Bill Weston? Congrats, you're being talked to.
My school was also just super small, so even if I didn't talk much, everyone knew who everyone else was. I was on morning announcements stuff too, so I got nominated in those like senior superlative things for a few things that I was not, because they're like, oh, he's on the TV in the morning, he must be studious. I'm like, I'm showing up every day late to art class. But
you're in the studio. That's what they were talking about.
Oh, half the time it was just like, oh yeah, I was there totally, but I was not. It was great.
My class started, have I told this story? My class started out very large, and then senior year, everyone, like first week of school, is sat down in the auditorium, like the class of 2010, and they were like, hey guys, we started out with like 300 of you, and now there's like 150. Just please, for the love of God, you guys have to graduate. Just please. It looks very bad on the school. Just for the love of God, stop dropping out.
Stop dropping out. Go to school. Can you go through the rest of your notes?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, but mine would be rapping and just like my mental capabilities.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've gotten a lot of people listening to some of your stuff lately, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we need to throw it in something.
We do. I got a nice relaxing beat tape coming out. We could have just had that in a bed. I'm kidding. It would have been distracting.
No. Just light. Just very light. It'll be fine.
It's like
okay. So talk to me about the movie, James. What were your thoughts?
So during Sissy is her name because she's like the sister. I don't know if that's her real name. That's the only name I heard Sissy, of her.
That is her name.
Okay. So she is talking to someone on the phone and is like, oh, I quit smoking, this and that. Oh, one of my what would you call the nieces is here. Yeah. But when she sits down nervous, smacking herself with a rubber band because she's trying to quit smoking, she grabs 2 pieces of tissue and then goes and wipes something up. And that frustrated me because she only needs 1 piece of tissue. Like it must have been just a smudge on the table. Just fold it a couple times and then you're golden.
I thought she took tissues and like wiped out her armpits.
No. It looked like she was wiping something. She did take a hand fan and open up her pant legs and waft that vag, as people say.
Wow, James.
I can't see Corwin. Normally I can see Corwin's reactions, but now the viewer gets to.
I'm just looking down at my phone because I also forgot to do other things.
Oh my God.
What
do you mean other things? Recertify for unemployment? I hope you didn't forget to do that.
Oh, I 100% forgot to do that today.
Uh-oh.
To be fair, my power was off for a minute.
Oh, yeah. Should I file for unemployment? As a freelancer, technically I can't make money because people can't come over. Listeners, let me know. Should I?
I don't know.
We'll ask them at the end. Let me put a note here.
I was telling people in the Discord that we were live. Because you mentioned Facebook or Twitter, and I was like, oh, I haven't done any of those.
Okay, so we already...
were mad that she took a bunch of tissues. Okay.
Yes. And then there's a person, I believe it is GW's wife, who was cheated on. Melita, and she's Noletta. Yeah. We'll call her.
I don't know. I was reading the subtitles.
We'll call her Thelma. We'll talk about why later, listeners.
James, we're going a little long.
Are we?
Already. Yeah. Well, the part where we have to like scramble and say everything.
Wait, how long have we been going?
We've been going since like 6:15.
Hold on.
Hold on.
We're at 39 minutes, and that includes the like 7 minutes of setup.
Amazing.
So we're fine. We're golden, baby. I don't have. This is how many. Like it's not a. I mean, it's a full page of notes, but
it's a full page of notes.
We're getting through it.
I have very little notes.
So she's devastated. She needs help, and then Sissy says to her like, "Hey, I don't have any cigarettes to leave you out on, but would you like a Valium?" And she's like, "Absolutely, I'll take a Valium." And then she says, wait, hold on 1 second. Here, take the bottle. I have another one in the cabinet. And it reminded me of a story when a friend of mine passed away, like a bunch of them. It's a car crash. I've referenced it on this podcast before. Devastating in high school. Shattered our friend group. One of their moms, like I did something weird, probably like, manginaed myself and walked around their house. And she goes, James, I take one Valium because of Sean passed away. And then I take another because of you. And it's always stuck in my head. It was a very funny, it's a funny joke. Especially because like a child is mangining around her house. Like she should have just said, cut that shit out, you fucking weirdo.
Why are you being weird?
Because that's me, bro. Okay, so then one of the daughters of Peggy, who is the deceased matriarch of this film, she comes over and is talking about her son and how she went to LA. He's also the therapy person from before. She went to go see a play in Los Angeles and is describing this play. And there are nude men. You see the nude men. And I'm like, and he's nude.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, why would you invite your parent without any warning? I tell my mom not.
I don't know if she got invited because she talked about going and seeing that other show instead. So I think he probably thought she was going to go to that.
No, No, the other show was like a Broadway in Los Angeles. It was with was it Bette Midler?
Oh, he invited her. Well, great. It was Bernadette Peters.
Oh yes, Bernadette Peters. Yes.
Yeah, I just didn't know that was. Yeah.
I tell my mom not to listen to What the Hellmouth, and that's just because I don't want her to hear me just talk insanity about my personal life. I would never be like, hey, mom, check out this play where you are feet away from me and I'm buck ass naked touching on anyone.
I mean, he didn't think that she would show up, probably.
I think it also felt like after he explained it of like, hey, they know I'm gay now. He's like, I needed something so extreme to rip that Band-Aid off, like something that I like knew I was going to be doing that day. Because if I try to just explain it to them, I'll flake, I'll delay it. Maybe that's what he was thinking. Who knows? But still, don't do that to your parents. Your parents don't want to see you naked, and if they do, that's a problem. Or unless they're a doctor, then it's like, if they're like, hey, let me check that.
I don't know. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird.
It is
weird. But he did the show. She showed up. I mean, I can't imagine. He was on soap opera, so I can't imagine what she would have already seen anyway.
Well, soap operas aren't like people jacking each other off.
No,
I mean, I haven't seen one since a child, but they're on daytime TV.
No, they don't do that. They don't do that. They just have a lot of drama.
Actually, a lot of them have like moved over to streaming services like CBS All Access. Use the promo code TMG to get your first month free.
God,
I'm kidding. It's not yet.
Real.
It's not.
Stop trying to do that.
So I don't know. Maybe there's nudity in soap operas now.
I don't know.
Soapy operas. Oh.
No. So okay. Continue.
Oh, but yeah, and she said he calls it art, I call it trash. And guys, you just heard the latch undone. Nicole's here. Nicole, no one will be able to see you. We have a barrier over here.
Oh.
So
I was so confused. I was like, what?
Nicole just walked in.
The bit? I know. I figured it out. It took me a second.
But yeah, he calls it art. She calls it trash, you know? That can be said for a lot of things.
There are so many. I get why this was big in the South is because a lot of those personalities are like people in your family. So you're like, oh, okay, well, that's Aunt Lavonda. I actually mentioned to.
Do you have an Aunt Lavonda?
I don't. Okay. I don't have an Aunt Lavonda. I've got some aunts that are like that, but their name's not Lavonda. Yeah, interesting. I can see why it's a cult classic in the South because of that. And also in the LGBT community because of Olivia Newton-John, because of
Leslie Jordan.
Yes. So, it's got some people in it. Speaking of Leslie Jordan, who played Brother Boy.
I blew a kiss to Nicole.
What other notes do you have about him?
I don't think I don't know if that was in frame, Nicole. He has me framed weird.
It was not Nicole.
Yeah, okay. Nicole waved everyone. Okay.
Hi, Nicole.
So what oh wow, I got a lot of notes, guys.
I know.
Oh no. Actually, I've done a lot of this. Okay, so let's get into Leslie Jordan. Fucking fantastic. I think we should pivot and just say like, hey, we're a Leslie Jordan podcast until we get done with all of his movies. Because he's fantastic.
Yeah, he's great.
Except
he's gotten really popular on TikTok lately too.
Oh,
or
dang.
Instagram or something like that. Yeah, a lot of people are watching his videos.
So a guard in this like asylum, whatever the fuck you want to call it, a bad place for him to be in.
Why did he have a gun?
The
security guard in that place that was the homophobic one.
I think, like, if you were to watch, maybe it's because I didn't think anything of it because so many...
As soon as he pulled out a gun, I was like, what?
There are so many horror movies that take place in, like, hospitals like this, and they have guns, so I didn't think anything of it. I just
think that's a little weird to have a gun in a mental health facility.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
That was also the year 2000.
It's also, hey... in mental institutions like this, when someone's going crazy, they de-escalate it with a properly trained, all put together psychologist or therapist. That doesn't exist here because we meet Leslie Jordan's psychiatrist and she's a fucking monster.
She's awful. She's so bad.
Well, let's just like quickly do that. So he is trying to be
Dehomosexualization.
So it's like not conversion, or I guess it would be, but it's not like a like.
Yeah, it was conversion therapy,
but not like in the classic like, hey, you go to a Christian camp.
It wasn't shock therapy or anything like that, but it was still conversion therapy. It was still traumatic and bad.
He's been there for 23 years, we find out.
23.
And then she snaps on him and is like, you need to actually work on your own recovery. And during a commercial break, I put Listerine in my mouth, was washing my mouth out, and then like it came back. And within that time period, I come back and she's tits out, legs spread,
100%.
and is just screaming, "Fuck me, Earl! You need to fuck me!" And I'm like, "What? How did this escalate so quickly?"
So there's also there's tits and penis in this movie. So be warned if you watch it.
And if you're just fluxed by that.
Oh my God, fluxed.
Flummox is what I meant to say, not fluxed.
You're fluxed by that.
I'm hella fluxed. Aeon flux, others. Flux compacitors.
Anything in the Flux family,
Yes.
Yeah, she was terrible, and a lot of that's traumatic. And there are still people alive that have been through therapies like that, or that have the same type of therapy she did. Obviously, not trying to rape them, though there are probably people out there that have had that as well.
A lot of the stories that I hear, it is that way. Like they will hire sex workers to come and have sex with them to try and turn them straight. Yeah. It's fudged.
It's real fucked up. And this movie touched on that. This movie also had a moment touching on AIDS.
Yeah.
But both of those were small moments. It did not have really any people of color, though I hear the series and sequel are better about that. There was literally just the one actor that was naked on stage. Yeah, that was the only person of color we saw in the whole movie.
I would like to quickly go back to the security guard because I had a specific note on just them.
Okay.
I can only they call Earl. His name's Earl, right?
Brother boy, yes.
Okay, so he calls Earl something that a 3-word insult that I can only say the middle word, which is sucking.
Oh.
Because it's C word, sucking, F word, the derogatory C word and the derogatory F word, which a contradictory there. Like, it's not a good insult in any sense. Like, it's super offensive, but then also one doesn't seem like it should be the other.
Yeah.
I was baffled by it. But then as I was like starting to write, I was like, I can't say any of this, especially on like Twitch. If this were just the podcast, I might say the C word, but not here. I don't want to wreck your affiliate status.
No. Shh, James. Shh. And then after all of that, we had the Thelma and Louise moment where Lavonda, one of the... Oh my God, James. One of the...
To the listeners, I was doing a rubber pen into the camera.
So Lavonda and Noletta, God, I can't remember how to say her name. They pull a Thelma and Louise, basically, their words, and go and hold up a bar with GW and Wardell and his brother Odell, because Wardell and Odell beat up Brother Boy when he was younger, and that's the reason he got sent to that mental facility.
And can I say my favorite line from the movie and the reason why, the catalyst of why they're doing this?
Yeah.
They break in and they're like, what the fuck are you doing? And they say, we just watched Thelma and Louise and we're pissed at men. I thought that was fucking great.
Yeah, basically. And then they are like, oh, you don't believe us? We got guns. We're going to shoot up everything. And they did. And it was great. They did make Wardell realize his mistake, and he's the one that actually goes and saves Brother Boy from that facility.
Yeah.
This released on my birthday. I just noticed. Yeah.
Do you think that was intentional?
it was for me. It's for my birthday.
Cool. I just have like 3 notes that I like need to get to. So one is, I've never really noticed it before, but in this movie, while they're eating, it's the 2 sisters and the aunt. They're eating and then also smoking cigarettes. And in the chat, or Corwin, I don't know if you smoke cigarettes.
No.
Is that good? Is smoking cigarettes and eating, is it like, oh, wow, any food whatsoever is good to eat with a cigarette? Or are there like certain foods that complement a cigarette?
I feel like there are, I don't know this because I don't smoke, but I feel like there are probably certain foods that are better than others when trying to smoke.
Because, like orange juice and cigarettes, is that fine when orange juice and toothpaste isn't?
I don't know, James. I don't smoke.
What else? Like milk and cigarettes? Who knows?
That sounds gross.
Oh my God, like a nice...
You smoke after eating is what Asblo said, because the smoke covers up the food taste.
Oh, what? No, you want to keep that food taste in your mouth. Especially if you...
Some people don't want that food taste. That's why they have things to cleanse your palate after you eat.
What if you're munching down on a sweet ham bone and having a good time? You don't want that taste out of there.
Not everyone wants the ham bone taste in their mouth forever. And, they don't want those ham burps. So they're not munching on that ham bone.
What else? Someone posted a picture of just like ice cold milk in a bong. I was like, yeah, man, that gives a new definition of pulling milky tubes.
I don't know. I feel like, what are your rest of the notes?
Oh, yes.
I have words.
GW is calling his wife fat, and I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about?
He's awful.
Yeah.
That's Beau Bridges. That's Jeff Bridges' brother.
This movie had, like, everyone is an actor, like a working in so many thing actor. This movie is great, man.
I think the funniest thing is that my roommate recognized Beau Bridges, but did not recognize Olivia Newton-John.
If I hadn't seen the title, like if I wasn't reading the actors and actresses in the opening, I probably wouldn't have noticed it. I
mean, he's in a lot of things as well.
Oh, no, I mean Olivia Newton-John.
Oh, she... it's so funny.
The woman in the coffin is breathing heavily, like you can see her chest.
There was one scene in Ty's therapy office, wherever he was going to therapy, that office. There was a scene where he was talking to like his ex, and she was like, "You just ran out on me." When he's talking to her, if you look there's like a picture frame there on the wall, and you can see the reflection, and you can just see the boom mic, just like just there, the boom. That's my favorite thing to see in the movie, because I forget about it, and then I watch it. I'm like, oh yeah.
When he walks out and his ex says, "Hey," and then he's like, "Oh, I didn't see you there," and she goes, "Liar," and it's like he literally like, just he didn't.
I didn't see you there. No, he saw her. He was a liar.
Oh.
He literally. Did you not see? He came out and he goes, "Oh."
Oh no, I didn't.
Yeah, he tried to do one of these numbers.
I can't see what you just did.
Well, that's great. I forgot you don't have it up.
I can kind of hear. I heard what you did. I think. Did you do like a oh?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, yeah,
That's basically exactly what he did. It's so funny to me that you can't see me, and the only solution or one of the easy solutions for that would just to be turn on your iPod and pull it up, even though there's a delay. But you're like, nah, there's a delay. I don't care.
What you could do is share your screen with me that has OBS up, and I would be able to, like, it'd be tiny, but at least I'd see you a little. I told you that.
You told me that we were so late starting that I was like, all right, I'm just gonna start.
Yeah.
And find out what happens.
When the therapist is going crazy on Earl, he's like, "You need therapy," and then she goes, "I am in therapy," and he goes, "Well, it's not working."
Yes, that was true.
Yeah, she was.
Well, it's not working.
She was just money hungry.
The only quotes that my roommate has are all pretty much from Leslie Jordan's character. I don't have a lot of notes. I said, "Get fucked, Latrell," and I don't as per usual, I can't read what I wrote, so my handwriting is terrible.
Oh, sorry, Corwin. I accidentally switched over to California Girls. That's what was rocking in my headphones right now. I'm lying.
James is just like, California Girls. I got it in my headphones.
Bikinis on top.
Yeah, but all of his quotes are from Brother Boy, and my favorite one that he has written down here is, "Shoot her, Wardale, shoot her in the head."
Oh yeah, babe. That shot scared me. Like that was a jump scare to me.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I was like, why did that security guard have a gun? Why is he trying to shoot a patient escaping?
Hey.
If a patient's escaping, you should be like de-escalating and getting them back if they're dangerous, all that, whatever there is. I feel like there's a lot of other steps to take before shooting them.
Or like summon a demon.
Yeah, James,
to go capture him.
Yeah.
Or hire a hunter, a tracker. You find them real quick.
What other notes do you have, James?
I just have, I think, one more, and that is at the end, they were all singing this hymn. What's your favorite hymn? They were singing hers.
I don't know what my favorite hymn is, James. What's your favorite hymn?
My favorite hymn is from Powerpuff Girls. Hey, yo. That's the only reason I wrote that down.
Get back to you. I don't know what.
What?
I need you to name me some hymns, and I'll choose one.
Just Powerpuff Girls. That's the only hymn I know.
That's my favorite too, then, I guess.
All right, hell yeah. I got a Powerpuff Girls game right over here. I won't grab it.
Amazing.
Do we have any questions, though?
I don't think so.
Well, that's the chat. You got any questions for us?
If we have any questions, let us know. Would you recommend the movie, James?
Absolutely. This was great. Wish they trimmed it down, but there's nothing that you could trim down, so...
a lot of the humor is very absurd, very quick.
Yeah, I liked it.
I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, I want to watch... I haven't seen the sequel, so that's one of the reasons that I also chose this, just so that we have another movie to watch.
Are we doing that next week?
As below said, have you seen any squirrels lately? I haven't seen a squirrel in like years.
I saw a squirrel probably I think this morning. I go for walks.
I have not seen a squirrel recently, but I also have not been outside my house in any significant capacity.
I went for a walk this morning and just branches, huge branches down, like shattered.
Oh, yeah.
And in between two houses in Chicago, so it's not a lot of space, there was a tree. And when I emphasize was, I'm emphasizing was. And I don't know how it happened. These two houses are so fucking lucky. It went down in between the houses, not onto either of the house. It was completely uprooted, bonkers insane.
Amazing. Yeah, we have a lot of tornadoes and stuff in Tennessee, so whenever it started happening, I was like, all right, stop using your phone unless it's for emergencies. We don't know when we're going to get power again.
Yeah.
And I was just like, there's nowhere for us to go. And also just looked outside and was like, all right, the sky's not quite green yet. I think we're fine.
Oh, also, I quickly researched. I was like, I've never heard of a tornado happening in Chicago. I saw a warning that said, treat this like a tornado warning.
It was a thunderstorm, treat it like a tornado.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there were a bunch of things that were saying tornado stuff, but I was like, this is what we've got. It's what we're doing. I
put on pants, put on socks. I pulled out Frank's backpack carrier just in case I needed to bring him down to the basement, just in case. But it didn't get too bad over by us.
It was it said it would pass in 30 minutes. So we've had thunderstorms too. It was nuts. Yes, it knocked out our power, and my power was out for 5 or 6 hours, and then it was out again today for 45 minutes. Our
power flickered, and it's the first time it's happened in 5 years of living here that I experienced it.
Nice. But I'm also I don't know, I'm further out than you. And also there's park here, a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. Lines could have gone down over there, and we wouldn't have known because it wouldn't have fallen on a building or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't have a ton of notes for this. I've seen this movie multiple times. It's a cult classic. It's funny. It's absurd. It doesn't have enough representation of people of color, but overall, it does tell some stories and is interesting, I guess. So I would recommend it, yes.
2 thumbs up.
2 whole thumbs up.
I got to get another background for the next time.
Your flesh background is a little weird, James.
Yeah, it's my skin color. It's disconcerting.
I don't know how to do the thing to like take it out of the background yet either, or you have to do that. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I don't know how to do that.
So,
but no, if it tries to take out this color, it will take out my skin. Out your skin
is what I'm saying. It will take out your face.
You'll
be a floating
beard,
pair of glasses, beard, and a hat.
Hey guys.
Hey guys, my name's nothing because I'm not here. I'm just floating hat.
I'm just a ball of hair. That's what I would be without skin.
My hair is getting so incredibly long. You can't see it.
Look at this.
So long. Oh, James, mine's longer. Mine's a little longer.
Oh, sup?
Mine can go down. I don't go the wrong way, but mine's to the chin.
Yo, sup? I'm in a band and we have like a double bass and shit, kick drums. It's like real cool. Bass.
Anything else you want to talk about the movie?
Nope, not at all.
All right, great. I don't have anything else to say either. Watch the movie, support LGBTQ film. If you have any other movies you want us to watch, let me know so that I can yell at James about it.
Yeah.
And James, are we going back to every week or every other week?
I think we should do every other week.
Every other week. Okay. Yeah. So y'all, I'll see y'all in 2 weeks with another movie.
Because then we could do it live, release it the next week, and then the following week do it live, and it like something will come out every single week, but it won't be new material.
Yes, and all of you listening on Spotify, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and if you can check us out on Twitch, do it. Give me a follow. I'm still setting everything up, so please forgive any technical difficulties in the beginning of these. And yeah, that's all I got to say.
But Corwin, if they wanted to check it out, they just go to twitch.tv and they'll find it.
They go to twitch.tv/Malafear right now. That will also be on Twitter because I know y'all follow us on Twitter.
Yeah, at This Movie's Gay.
This Movie's Gay. So yeah, find us, listen to us, and watch us. James will probably have video next time, assuming we can get through a lot of the technical challenges that we have experienced today, which I am going to attribute to the power getting knocked out twice on me while I was trying to do all of these setup things. But that's just what happened.
Guys, do I have dead shark eyes?
No, James, you don't have dead shark eyes. I do a little bit.
That's my new thing that I'm self-conscious about.
If you had shark eyes, I would tell you because it's one of the pet peeves of mine.
But dead shark eyes.
As below said, what?
Hey guys, real quick, go over to, if you want to listen to other podcasts that I do, go over to mlmpod.com. You'll find links to listen to Mostly Speaking Sentai, What the Hellmouth, Hit It and Crit It. They're so good, but oh my God, do you want to support this network of craziness? Oh, and get exclusive content while doing so? Go over to patreon.com/mlmpod. That's M for Marsh, land for, or L for land, and M for media, POD. And you'll go there, you'll get, for the $5 and up tier, there's only a $5, $10, and a $1. But for the $5 and up tier, you'll get a podcast exclusive to Patreon, every single Friday.
Amazing. As Bliss said, what are shark eyes? If you ever see an actor and they're acting and the eyes are just like this.
Yeah, it's like a
dull, and you can't like
you're looking at a shark.
Like, oh my God.
Jaws.
Nothing. Those are shark eyes.
And as I alluded to earlier, listen to my rap music under Marshland Monster. What'd someone say?
Oh, so Tom Cruise.
Often. But sometimes he has a glimmer sometimes.
Just a tiny glimmer.
But yeah. Listen,
check us out. Check us out on those things. MLMpod.com.
Patreon.com/MLMpod, and my rap music wherever music is found. But if you can listen to and loop it on Tidal and Napster, ooh, baby, that gives me a decent amount of money. Yeah.
He needs that money.
I do. Hemorrhaging it currently,
Oh my God. In this economy?
I know. Yes, exactly.
So yeah, next time I will put the movie on Twitter. It will probably be the sequel to this.
Yes.
But y'all will know, and you'll be able to watch and like talk if you want. But anyway, listen to us. This movie's gay. Also, if you have a chance, follow my theater company. They're doing stuff, not right now because it's a pandemic, but when we start doing stuff again, you'll know. Saltbox Theater Collective. Give them a follow and all of that. It's in our info stuff. And I've been Corwin.
And I've been James.
And thanks for watching and listening to This Movie's Gay.
Bye.
Bye.
Were you doing it for a long time?
No.
Oh, are we still live also?
No, we're off.
Okay.
We're off.
All right. Well, hey, guys, this is exclusive content, even though it's getting left out right now. See you guys.
No,
bye.
Offline.
No, I
bye.
mean for the
you're still live on the other thing.
Yes,
okay,
yeah. Bye. See you, Corwin. Bye.
See you, James.
This has been a Marshland Media production, produced by James McCullum. For more content, please visit mlmpod.com. To support our network and have access to exclusive podcasts, head over to patreon.com/MLMpod and sign up today.